Hello everybody, and welcome to Total Annihilation Replays. Today, we got another tournament. So let's see here. It looks like this is the setup here. It just got started. I actually have multiple... This is going to be lots of background noise in this one right here. So it looks like I have this one right here. So I have to hit check and sign up. Redox versus Cloaked Figure, Metton versus Tasto. Round 2 is going to be, Mounds of Mars. Okay, and Meals is beating me here. Oh no, and I've got to play Meals too. And this is to get into to at least earn myself a bronze. So let's see, is Meals hosting it? Okay. All right, I can go ahead and do it. UTS. All right. Okay. So I got to go here, click create game. There we go. All right, and now I must play against one Mr. Meal Solutions. Can you go see what's going on here? There we go. So, and it looks like... and so we actually got a new player here, Cloaked Figure. He just signed on, just got it working, and he decided he wants to hop into the deep end here. There we go. I got Meals. All right. I'm gonna say I'm live right now. All right. We may stream some of these later. I have limited time today, but. Well, actually, I had to do a lot of work outside, but then it started raining, so here I am. Alrighty. Let me just make sure I'm going to hit start here. And then... See, I don't know if you guys can hear the screaming going on in the background. So, yeah, enjoyable. Alright, let me just see here the chat. Okay, alright, I can see the chat. Alright, but it's going to be tough for me to look at. Alrighty. I'm gonna say same. I have screaming children. Okay. I like being cheeky and going air on this map. I really do. I don't think that's the right call against Mr. Meals Solutions because I think he'll know how to handle it. Wind is good here. So I do have another Galactic War that should be coming out soon on the channel. Unfortunately, I know some of you guys mentioned that the camera was jumping around a lot, and I realized I was doing a lot of mouse movements like I do when I'm playing a game because I've been doing a decent amount of playing lately. And so that one's a little shaky cam as well. You have I apologize. Oh, do I go bot or, I think I'm going to do K-bot to start and then switch to vehicle. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Try and get that vehicle up running quickly. But the reason for going K-bot is I can get more cons out, reclaim a little faster, and then protect with the DPS of the AKs. Yes, I would like to get at least a bronze this time around. That would be nice, but makes for a tough game here. All right. Oh, great, that stupid audio thing came up. It'll go away eventually, but that's really, really annoying. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this is really bad. This is stupid. Where is it? I can't do it right now. It's okay. Well, it's just I'm gonna have to play with it. Nope. Oh, and Meal's so sec too. if I can get rid of that stupid thing. Lovely stream I've got going here. So oh, it's called like Volume Plus or something like that, and I never asked for it, and Windows gave it to me, and now I have no mini-map. Yeah, this is really bad. I'm used to being able to have a mini-map. I can't even like move this stupid thing, it's just there. So, so it's funny, like Alpin, Meals, and I were all saying like, oh yeah, we got our kids up and we were managing them right now. We're just hoping that we can get our games in. I'll spend a little more time after this if I've got time to look at the bracket here and we can see, you know, who's in. And like I said, we got a new player too, so welcome him aboard. He's brand new, so he's like, I'm gonna get blown up. It'll be great. I'm like, yeah, you probably will, but it's a 1v1. Nobody on your team is going to get upset with you for playing poorly, and you kind of get to have the experience of trying it out. The same thing with Galactic War. Like, you come in, you learn. Sure, you lose, but everybody gets something out of it, and you get a little better with every game. So, although if Meals takes long enough, I might actually get my this volume thing might just go away on its own. So, okay, they're going to go fight over the slide. Okay. The thing is, it's like, do I even bother building radar if I don't have a mini-map? Like... Okay, this metal starts coming in pretty quick. Okay. Oops. Need to spend it. That's bad. Idling the commander a little bit. Oh, thank goodness it went away. I have my mini-map back. Okay. Alright. And if he went K-Bot 2, then I will likely switch into slashers. And as long as I can control at least one side with slashers, I should be okay. Stop the breakthroughs. And there's another screaming child. Yeah, they're fighting over the slide. Can you move it out to the middle? Alright. I've got a decent amount in the bank right now, so... Yeah, there's a bunch by the hill, too. Okay, we're going to take a little break here. Yep, okay, he is... He is Pee-wee. I mean, he is K-Bot. hoping I can snag a K-Bot as it comes over here to reclaim these rocks. I don't want to go too far deep in here because he's likely to have gets closer to his units, so I kind of want to stay hidden. Yep, okay, coming over here. There we go, found a con. Okay. If he's chasing those down, that's good news for me. Okay. Go here, guard him. Okay, he's already vehicle again, but that's something I was expecting. And he's going gators. So this is bad. I drop a con and the game. I'm going to drop a second con right here if he don't keep enough units by it. Okay, yeah, he's way more units than I am right now. Yep, dropping a fourth con, I believe. That's the fourth one. No, only dropped two. Okay. I think I dropped the one on the right here too, yep. So I dropped like a dozen cons. About to drop another. Okay. I do need a radar over here. That's what. Okay. And I have no E because he killed it all. Alright, now he's got me totally defensive. I have nothing on his side of the map. Yeah. And drop another con. My raids on his side didn't do anything at all. Guys, I'm sorry, I'm not getting a bronze today. On the upside, we will get to watch all of the other games. That's ridiculous. Oh, my hands already hurt. Okay. I have no idle cons. They're all dead. And I've been stalling on E the entire time. So he's killed about 6 of my cons. I have killed 1 of his. I do have a nice little slasher ball though. So once this is done, come down here and build me a radar, and we'll try and at least control one of the gaps. He did go, obviously went way more units than I did. He's still getting around. Yep, still getting around. Really annoying. I just need to start getting aggressive with the slashers. There's nothing over here. Mr. Solutions for you to raid. Nothing at all. They'll come right in the back though again. Lose another con. Okay. And he's got raiders. Guys, it's over. It's over. You could waste money on raiders. And he still gets the max. Oh my gosh. Elias, can you go solve the crying, please? I have no idle cons because they're all dead. I love you, son, but the game is over. You don't need to give me any advice. There goes another con. I basically have to keep up pressure on this side, otherwise... Oh my gosh. Here. Come kill the con, Mr. Meals. Kill the con. Nope, he's not falling for it. Okay. And all the slashers are dead. Unlucky map, unlucky draw for me in the tournament. Yeah, I'm not controlling either gap. All my cons are dead. Whatever. I'm just going to ignore this half of the map, and we will see if we can push down this half. You're not going to get that done, just pick this up. Hey look, guys, I get a con. Maybe two. Not gonna matter. Oh my gosh, he's so far ahead. All that wreck, he gets that entire wreck field. There's nothing I can do to stop it. Hey look, an idle con. I finally have one. That's one of those maps I really have no idea how to play. There's another con. Alright, that's that. Both sides collapse at the exact same time. Yeah, he's gonna see it. Alright, whatever. If he sees the comm bomb, there's no point. Alright, let's watch some games. Me getting eliminated early is excellent for the cast. No hardware for me this time. Yeah, I just completely rocked. I saw it as against Meals, and then I saw the map. I'm like, well, guess I'm not going anywhere. All right, so we can take a closer look at the tournament here. So Timmy versus Alpin. Looks like Timmy was able to attack that. Redox versus Cloaked Figure. Redox was able to take that. So we have Venom versus Redox, and Metton versus Tasto. So, and I think they're currently playing. Yep, there it is. Tasto versus Metton. And they're in-game ready to go, and they're in-game ready to go too. So hold on, I gotta leave this because that's no longer correct. There we go. And so now that means Mr. Meal Solutions picks himself up at least a bronze. And I think it is... Okay, there we go. Rock versus Timmy Fred. There we go. Timmy Fred's waiting for Rock, and Rock is here. I don't know why he's not in it. So I would say I would invite Mr. Meals on to dual cast with me. However, no, I keep clicking on the wrong thing. So he's going to Galactic War. There you go. So they're in process right now. Okay. Go. Okay. Well, what should we check out? We can actually go ahead and we can watch this one right here, the Metton versus Tasto. And Redox, actually Redox versus Venom is about to start. So we can watch that one too. Yeah, the only person. I mean, I'm not happy to be eliminated, but it does make it easy. I saw the map. So, all right. Oh, there. So, oh no, Taster. Did Redox versus Venom happen? There it is. Oh, okay. There. It's going. All right. Looks like they had to restart it. So yeah. So this one's in process right now. So I will go ahead and I'm going to jump into it. We have some lovely background noise here. I'm going to hit watch and then we can check it out. And I think Meals is going to play the winner of Redox versus Venom. Yeah, sometimes with these ONOs, you don't get your ideal map or ideal path to victory. So. There we go. Go ahead and get it started. And we'll try and keep an eye on what's going on here. So we can try and stay abreast of all the happenings. Now that I'm not playing too, I can actually watch a chat. Hello everyone, Mr. Steele. And I don't know if I can. Cytax Knight? Alright, Metton versus Tasto. So we have the Finnish Battle of the Finns here. Tasto in core in the south in blue. And we have good Mr. Metton up here in north in purple. So both going, Tasto going wind, then solar, Metton the other way around. So we're going to go ahead and speed this up so we can try and stay on top of the tournament happenings. Best background noise there is in life. It's true, yeah, having really good noise. And actually, I have a 1.5-year-old on my PC right now chewing on a earplug case, and so it's very likely that she discovers the shiny power button. And so if I disappear, you can thank the 1.5-year-old. So I don't want you chewing on that though, dear. Let's not chew on that. That's yucky. That's yucky. Thank you. It's not for eating. There we go. All right, here we go. So Metton, you can see here's Metton start, 2 mechs. Tasto did the single mechs like I did right here. He's got a little more energy than I did. He's been playing a decent amount of escalation, and that gets you into the habit of building a bunch of energy. Ooh, fleas. You can get the flea disease. Yes, hi. Here, you know what? You want to sit on my lap? Up? Up? Okay. Oh, yeah. Sorry, we're not watching anything on the screen right now. All right. Up. Up. Say hi. Can you say hi? Yeah, no, don't press that. That'll mute the microphone. Okay. All right, there we go. No, we're not going to press that either. That's not for you. Okay, well, there we go. All right. Okay, so we got the littlest news bot in the family here. Okay. All right, so yes. What is it? There comes the flea, and it looks like the flea disease is going to be successful. Okay, if you're going to cry, then you can't sit here. Oh, here you go. He's repairing it. Nice move. Nice move by Tasto there. He manages to come in and save the mechs. So, good job there. Let's make sure we set this to hold fire. There we go. So, 1, 2... And this is maybe what I need to do. I need to have more guys reclaiming. I only had 2 guys reclaiming, and I was having trouble spending the metal. So... Quick little skirmish here on the side here. Tasto going for a con. He doesn't get it, although I don't think he was going to with that Pee-wee walking around. These other Pee-wees are going to intercept and get it just fine. Metton building a metal storage to be able to capture everything. It's not necessarily easier to play core. Actually, in OTA replays, everyone played ARM because ARM was simply just better than core. For ProTA, they're much more even, and so you'll see a lot more core players than you would back in the day. Okay, you want to get down? Okay, there we go. Oh, hold on, I'm gonna do a quick check here. All right, Tasto and Metton just finished up here. Here we go. Little cleanup by Tasto coming back to clean those. Nicely done. He's kind of shifting towards one side. You know, that might not be a bad idea either. Metton got a lot of Pee-wees, though, because his commander's been busy guarding them out with a con assist, too. Second lab up and running. Gators, no guarding here, and his commander's moving forward. So that leaves this at risk. Metton, way more units. Yep. So the unit advantage here is really going to come to fruition. Tasto had a lot of metal in the storage bank. Metton has probably a similar amount in the storage right here because he's got this metal storage, which increases his metal count. So he is short on E, though. You can see he's stalling on it. Tasto has bonus energy, and energy storage is keeping him well positioned. So here we go. Tasto moving up here. And that's something I'm thinking I maybe should have done, should have considered. This one slips in and might get the radar. Nope. Okay, Metton is able to clean that up. And now you can see the map here. Metton, he's got this kind of gap controlled and a little bit more over here. A lot more cons pushed out by Tasto here. Controlling the right side of his map too. And Metton spies the con and goes for it. The commander's here. He should have plenty of E in the bank. Misses most of the D-gunning. Metton looks like he wants to play a bit of a defensive game here. He's not going and pushing these in, even though he's got the advantage over there, but that guarantees that he's going to be able to hold at least his half of the map. And a single instigator slips on by. And that's a radar thing. I don't think he's got the radar up there. And he catches a con with it too. Metton bringing to the rescue. A few more units have slipped by his screen here. And that con's going to go down. Nicely played by Tasto. He's got another con he can pick up here. If he sees it, he does, and he's going to take it. Nope, he's not going to take it. Lets that one go. That's a mistake there. Goes into the missile towers. He might be able to pick up one here. And it looks like he does. And another one. Oh man, Metton losing as many cons as I did. But he's got a nice counter on the other side here. He's going to pick up a construction unit here. And because he walked, his commander's not here at the start. There's an LLT that's going to protect it. Here you go. He's got enough units here. He shouldn't lose his entire base. That's going to be a bunch of energy destroyed. Nicely done by Metton. Controlling on this side. LLT is going to finish that off. A decent amount of wrecks here, but as you can see, Tasto's E situation is no longer as pretty, and just judging by the shape of the map here, you can see Metton kind of much more cohesive than Tasto, who just kind of got completely gutted on that right side. Metton taking another avenue of attack right up through the middle here. Tasto probably going Raiders a little early, in my opinion. That was the other mistake I made. I probably went Slashers a little too early. I thought because Meals was K-Bot, I could take advantage of the AK versus Slasher thing, but he quickly moved into Gators, and I was not fast enough to respond. These Raiders will do nicely as far as rating goes. They are, they're going to leave a bigger wreck. Another attack down here. Double LLTs. But he still might be able... He actually might get this lab. There's many tears going on in the background right now. Doesn't go for the lab. Instead just goes for the energy resources. Top side here. Tasto's counterattack. Just doing pretty good. Metton moving in, getting more radar down here too. Aggressive expansion. Tasto's here, calm. So you can see he's kind of rebuilt his energy, mostly in the form of solar. I keep forgetting that when I go to Mega Map, that happens. There we go. There we go. This is how I keep it. There we go. Another con here for Tasto, but Metton doing a pretty good job of keeping. I think he's got one lab. Yeah, he's just hosing out cons right now, really maxing his build power. that's kind of ridiculous. So, but it's working out for him because he's able to, you know, keep his metal, fund his economy with the reclaims here. You can see right over here too, he's starting to take over this side of the map. Flashes are going to beat raiders, metal for metal. But you get enough raiders, they're tough, and then they start to, you know, in wreck fields, they start to have their advantages start to shine here. And then also, if the flash sits still, the raider's going to be able to kill him. Ben's going to drop the con here. But at this point, that really doesn't matter that much. Tasto's relatively short on construction units, considering the amount of destruction that's been done to his base here. Okay, he gets another construction unit. And he is advanced. How did he get about that? Okay, yeah, he did it with his horde of cons. Metton, decent amount of metal in the bank too right now. Most likely because he was stalling while building with that many cons. There he goes. And now he is hosing out advance. And I don't think Tasto has made that jump himself yet. He has not. Gets a single raider in here. He should be able to tag all of these wins and that mechs too. But he's still moving. I don't think he realizes that his raider's in the back. Tasto moving in to control the gap here. These LLTs have done a decent amount of work here. 8, 14. Yeah. Single raider here. Nice job there with that raider. Not going to stay alive here. 7 kills, though, as it goes down. And Tasto is now in trouble. He's got enough E, so his LLTs are working, but it's not going to be enough. His commander's further up front here. He's just trying to close the gap with this commander. And there we go. This tons of metal, but nothing to pick it up with. This thing is, it's one of those things where you need cons and units at the same time. So, incoming warriors. Tasto probably knows he's pretty well beat at this point. Commander, correct move here. You're not going to be able to fight these guys once they get past it, so he's able to control the gap. Takes all the warriors out, and now he just needs to pick this up if he wants to have any hope of surviving. Now, this is, if you're in Metton's shoes, you say, okay, well, the commander's on the left side. I'm just going to build another dozen warriors, and I'm going to send them to the right side. Moho's up, and you can see here. Advanced radar. Metton, 48,000 to Tasto, 32. He has a ton of flashes over here, and the radars too, to boot. So he knows this attack is coming. His tank is going to make it very far. And looks like Tasto's going for the comm bomb. He's not going to make it in. His commander's really centralized, surrounded by lots of missile towers. I suppose there's an angle coming from... Well, not even. There's missile towers over here, so there's not really an angle for him to take. There he goes. He's going for the ride. And he makes it off screen. He's got a scout, so he can go looking for it. But technically, this will, even if he gets it, and that's the other thing, you got to self-destruct your airplane. Otherwise, he's going to be like, oh, wait a second. So, yeah, plenty of missile towers. He's going to pop up here, probably. Yep, so he's coming in on this side. And he's going to fly back here where a horde of missile towers awaits him. So, good job, Metton. Good game. Victory to Finland. And there he goes. Yeah, thanks, Trying to cast these tournaments as they happen here if I'm able to. There we go. So here's the final resources, and then let's go take a look at the status of the tournament. All right. We have Redox versus Metton. Redox versus Venom is still live. And we can take a look at the tournament. Okay. So Rock was able to defeat Mr. Timmyfred. And Metton is awaiting the victor of Venom versus Redox. So there we go. You can see this is the Hall of Fame here. So now this will move up. I will receive a cookie for this one. And I will get nothing else. And you can see Rock and Venom with the most hardware right now in the gold category. I'm a little sad that I'm not getting more hardware. Okay. Okay, so it looks like Venom versus Redox just wrapped up. So we should be able to come down here into the brackets and see. There we go. So Mr. Venom was successful. So Redox picks up one win. So Redox has a better record than me this tournament too. I'm straight up loser, and Redox is at least 1-1. So all right, there we go. So now Metton versus Venom, all tags in the semifinals here. That's just I'm blaming Mounds of Mars. That's why. And they played Eye of the Storm in the first one here, which actually Timmyfred is pretty familiar with. So not the best draw for Alpenwolf. There we go. All right, so I would say ask the chat here, which one do we want to watch? We got Rock versus Meals on Sultan's Pond, which is kind of a big builder one, so this one could go a while. And we have Metton versus Venom. So actually this one's already started here, and so let's go ahead and take a peek. We will go ahead and watch Rock versus Metton. Yeah, hi there. Up. Okay, but you can't eat anything that you're not supposed to eat. Okay. Should start unless I accidentally click cancel. Did I accidentally click cancel? Oh no, okay. Oh, there it goes, okay. Okay. All right, here we go. Alrighty, and we're off. Mr. Meals Solution versus Rock. So eventually we're going to catch up to live on this one. And you can see, so this one's got great win, 12-19. Lots of starting metal right here. Fun little team map this one can be. I know I've casted a game or two on this one. Nick loves this map. Mr. Cool Nick himself. He will build rows and rows and rows of wins until eventually he's out of space, and then he builds more wins in your base, and that's when you know you've lost. So, yes, you can't eat that. That's not for you. Okay, all right, we'll go ahead and we'll crank the speed here so we can catch up to live. There you go. So I think for this, unless you're going air, you're going to do the 3-mech start, and that's what Meals is doing. And then Rock is doing the 3-mech start as well. You want to touch it? Okay, you can touch it, you just can't eat it. Meals pausing. Okay, and then he says, okay, ready. Most likely he's also dealing with children right now. I actually need this littlest one that's in my lap. She's due for a nap. So, you want to get your water? Okay. Well, I just know where our water is.
I don't know.
Can you go looking? There's not much happening right now. Actually, if you want to take over just moving the mouse around and looking at the action, then I can go put Lexi down for a nap. Okay, alright, he doesn't want to do that. So I was going to say we may have a guest caster. So I can also switch to, I can kind of go AFK for a little bit and switch to one of their viewpoints, and you can kind of watch. It'll be jumpy because they're going to be jumping around a lot. So Scouts. Vehicle is the go-to play here. Meal's going missile tower because he's thinking maybe air at the game clock right now. It's likely not going to happen, but that's just respecting the air. Rock doing the same. Good job. See, Mr. Meal Solutions went ahead and learned how to go air, and look at this. We have a air respector right here. Also, it'll help with the, incoming Pfeffy raid. Nice thing is you start here, so this is easy expansion. You can kind of send a con up there and know that it's going to be safe. So. Okay. Yeah, definitely next gen news bot stuff going here. This is Sunday afternoon in my house is like this. So, but this is when the tournament is scheduled, and it actually kind of works out for me to be able to play it. Couple slashers. Again, if you're thinking there's going to be some weasel raids, that's not a bad call. Or if you're expecting, Rock does like to go air second, and that's not a bad idea, I think, on this map either. So, let's see what the notification is. There we go. That's just Venom versus Redox being done. All right, it looks like Metton versus Venom hasn't started yet. So, and hopefully I can get the final cassette, although I will probably have to put one of these news bots down for a nap before that can happen. What's up? No, don't step on that. You can't step on that. Okay. There you go. So he's got this slasher that's going to protect it. Sees it, 2 shots, it'll go down. Maybe 3. Yep, 3. Nope. Nice little move by Rock there. Ducks it down here so that the shoreline is protecting it, but this Instigator we should be able to pop in. Single shot, Instigator steals the slasher's kill. Sending 2 cons in here. Kind of expanding unmolested here. One of the things you can do too is I like to send like a single weasel just high up here, and then that way it's kind of like, think of it like a radar. It's line of sight. If you just do a little patrol back and forth, you'll be able to see anything that comes by, and so you can know and react to it. So you can just kind of expand freely out to the better mexes, knowing that you're safe because he's not attacking. So. Here's the current situation. Both good on metal and energy. Patient kind of expansion. Capping wise, I'm going to try and see. They're probably both relatively even. Yep, 2 exactly even here. 2,600 metal to each of them. Meals with slightly more energy. But considering the bar is a full, it's just kind of excessed. Drive by each other. That was a opportunity for Meals to take the lead, although a single gator plus this is going to beat the flash, especially since the flash is taking a few hits now. So, another single flash on this side coming down, 2, and he's got the same kind of protection on that side. More drive-by. This is where he needs a radar right here. See, he's getting some gators out, sending them all to the one side where he thinks the attack is coming from. Both very similar builds, all expanding to one side first. Okay, yeah, if you can wait for the numbers to grow, that's not the worst. You just don't want him to reinforce, because right now this is where you have the advantage. So you take the least amount of damage possible, kill the flash, take care of it. Yep. Says sorry, another second. We picked the wrong game, guys. More childcare woes. And we may, I don't know if we're live here. Let me just see. 8:36. Yeah, we might be live at this point. All right, he says kids. Yeah, it's true. Rock, I believe himself. I think he, if you want to see him online, give him the congratulations. I believe he has now acquired additional grandchildren, by one additional grandchild. So if you want to give him congrats to Grandpa Rock. Okay, so I think we are. The reason why it's lagging here is because I think we're live. I'm going to go ahead and see if I can get this to sync and look a little better. We got some pretty poor frame rate going on right now. Hold on, let me see if I can drop us behind and then come in, see if that fixes it. Oh, unfortunate for Meals there. This is, again, not having the radar here, he wasn't able to see the angle that took. So now he's going to lose a Mex, maybe even a Con over this right here. Okay. For some reason, the speed was slowed down. This is closer to normal speed. I think the Con is going to get away here, but... Oh, no. If it gets in, he's in big trouble. Okay, and he manages to get it, because that is a problem. So now Meals is already going C. I like that move. And he went second lab was K-Bot. Again, not having the radar. He's now got a single flash that's cleaning that out right there. That is going to be trouble for him, especially if it gets the construction unit. It does. Now Rock is going to have lost nothing and have gotten a whole bunch of mexes and a Con for really not too much trouble for a single flash that just is in the right place at the right time. Both are low on energy right now. Meals just spending his time over here trying to block. And the Con goes down right before, unfortunately, before help gets there. So here you go. Meals' chance to try and even the score, and it looks like he might if he sees that Con and gets it. He's investing a little bit more in this attack than Rock did in his, because Rock's was just a single flash that slipped by. So this is more wreckage to leave, potentially. And Meals is C. There's a lot of resources in the C, you can see here, plus title, a nice title of 20. Decent metal extractors, especially right out front here, they're plus 2s. So I don't like sending the slasher with this. Although he's able to retreat and get out of there. Unfortunately, he left the mechs alive. This is not enough to stop this. And Meals has his Geo up, and Rock does not. Rock is going hover, though. If he gets enough searchers out, then that'll pretty much neutralize the hovers. These are all going to die. If you're going to retreat, commit to the retreat. Sometimes you just click, though, and you're just like, it'll be fine. Nothing's going to happen. And Rock's counter catches all the units out, and he gets them for basically free. Yeah, and so if he doesn't have enough missile towers up here on the front, or enough searchers out, and it looks like he's just building Cons, so he's not going to have searchers out, and Rock is going Con, so that'll give him a little time, Meals a little time, to try and catch back up. 2 Cons expanding to one side. Rock's flash is parked right outside. Rock has not... yeah, he's now reclaiming this mess over here. So Emil's just a step behind. And Rock is now 2,000 metal up. He didn't reclaim a lap, did he? No. Okay. And now, so he's got 1, 2, 3 laps going. 4 if you include the hover. To Meals is 1, 2, 3. The hover is going to go cap the mexes, and he's building sparks. Again, yeah, because this was a bigger attack, there's more wreckage up here to reclaim. Rock running right into Meal's fortunes, but he's split 5-5, so even though the numbers are relatively even, Rock is going to take this fight. There you go, Rock turns up. He had a chance maybe to dart in, but that would have been leaving a decent amount of wrecks. Rock bails out. I guess he's probably assuming there's more defenses down here. So he bails out of this attack and misses an opportunity. So lucky break for Mr. Solutions. Now he needs searchers. There he goes. Okay. He doesn't know he needs searchers badly, but he needs to get up here and just kind of start scouting. Aufklärung, I believe, was the word that I was recently taught. Yes, you all who watched the my casting in German, you were too kind to my poor vocabulary. So I've received some additional instruction on on a few. What Alvin said, he's like, you were just missing a few words. So here he goes, and he's gonna miss the most important piece right here. This is probably gonna win Rock the game if Meals isn't able to react to this on time. And they find the path up. Missiles are great at dealing with these hovers, but 2 missile towers is not enough missile towers. Attacking in multiple places at once. Now you can self-destruct this Geo and try and take out these guys. That might be the way to do it, because it's just going to die anyway. There he goes. He only gets 2. I don't think he self-destructed it, though. Meals has enough to protect here. He's getting another Geo up. So Rock doesn't have any of it. He's just working on his first geothermal. So now Meals can recover by, he needs to get a pair of cons up here relatively quick, pick up the wreckage, and then have his searchers kind of out front. And then his searchers also should be looking to destroy the hover cons. Nice attack here by Meals on this side. This LLT and these MTs are probably going to be able to handle it. Okay. Just checking to make sure all the news bots are accounted for. So he sneaks in here. LLT is doing a little bit of damage. He did get the construction unit, so he got one little win. And Meals spies what he's up to. Don't know if he'll actually get the con. Doesn't look like it. It is not over for Mr. Solutions, but it is. It's a tough uphill fight from here. See if this Geo goes down. It looks like it's going to stay alive. So turning that around, I don't like that move. Nope, he's going, yeah, so he needed to bring these around the Geo. Rock is, in fact, going to get the Geo. He sees it. That's another big oof there for Mr. Solutions. This con is alive, but it's going to walk into a death trap here. And this con is also walking into a death trap. It's tough, too, because it's tough to play and be like, but I also have to see what my kids are doing. So as long as none of them are dying, it should be okay. Rock is advanced, moving into Pelicans. That'll handle the Searcher threat. And Meals is not advanced at all. Getting advanced mexes down. Rock just pretty far ahead at this point. That gets enough Rex there for Meals to go advanced on. But Rock is 7,000 ahead, even after reclaiming. There's probably only about, what, 2,000 metal here? Pelican spotted. Big attack coming down here, not enough for Mr. Solutions to defend. Get a couple of these and then throw an immolator down too. That's always a good thing to help. Can try and drive him off, but yeah, Rock playing it safe while Meals has numbers. Meals says GG. He sees this attack coming down. He knows there's nothing he can do to stop it. So, and that is victory. Victory to Mr. Rock. Yeah, that's right. Victory. We'll go ahead and take a look at the resources here, and then we'll check the status of the other game. Hovers are not overpowered. What you saw there was 6 hover tanks versus 3 missile towers. Hovers are actually quite underpowered versus C. So if Meals had gotten those searchers over there, even those 6 or 7 searchers would have stopped that attack entirely. So it just, when you go and take 6 units and attack where there's no defense or it's lightly defended, you're going to overrun it. So there we go. All right, so now we have Metton versus Venom. It's 12 minutes in at this point. We can take a look at our bracket. We'll see here. Actually, you know what? I should have posted the link here. Let me do this real quick. So yes, so at least Mr. Solutions picks up a bronze and at least a silver for Rock at the end of this here. Let me just run on over to here. And then we'll go to... This is going to make some noise. Okay. Oh. Is that the same link? Yes, it is. There we go. Thank Albert for posting the link there. Okay. Okay, so yeah, let's go ahead and we'll take a look at Metton versus Venom, and then I'm going to have to go get one of these new bots down for a nap. The amount of tears that are flowing indicate to me that it is. We are very, very close to nap time. So these are organic news bots. They need naps. The recharging is mandatory. Here we go. Metton versus Venom on the Sultan's Pond. We will crank the speed just a little bit here to get us up to live. For the bronze here, loser gets the bronze, and a winner advances to the finals. So, and we'll see what the finals map is once the map is declared. And you know, all respects to Mr. Vomon here. I'm rooting for Metton. He's the underdog. Let's get the Finnish beast here. Needs to be unleashed. Turbo Metton activated. Let me make sure I get the chat up. Here we go. Yeah, you may play, yeah, Byron, a lot of people feel that way. You can hop on to TAF. People do play OTA. ProTA is closest to OTA that you're going to see. So, because Escalations it's a different game. But yeah, you hop on if you want to play me in some core contingency. I'm more than happy to oblige. The nice thing is there are the I do enjoy the quality of life changes and the fact that like core and arm are significantly more balanced in ProTA. And in Escalation too, they're more balanced than they were in OTA. So 2 weasels, 1 on each side. I like the scouting from Venom. No weasels from Metton. You can see he's kind of prepped for it here. He can send this guy out too. He's also concerned with air. A little air respect here from Venom, getting a missile tower down early, but also protect against any scouts that come in. Plus you can see he's got the radar up. Radar here too. Pretty standard build. So if you are wanting to learn to play, this works in OTA too. The builds that you're looking at here from these guys are going to be acceptable for this map. Taking advantage of the free expansion, sending 2 cons up in the middle. Venom doing the same. Capping the big mexes first. You can see very even, almost mirror images of each other as far as the build idea. Save for these weasels, which I don't really know what they're going to do. Probably not much of anything. I say that, but then maybe we're going to get us a... he goes for the max, tries to keep moving, and he gets it. Nice UC there by Venom. So he's going to try and sneak by. But he does not get by there. That would have been a nice little coup. This would be the side he'd have to sneak by on. So he gets a max for his trouble. Metton has not recapped it, so probably worth it here for Team Venom. Coming out here, no radar on the front. He's got a general idea of what Metton has, and you can see he shifted all his units to one side. So he knows, you can kind of know instinctively. If I put 100% of the units I put them on one side of the map, I know I have more units than at least an even number of units, if not more. Assuming a similar build, which is the correct assumption on this one right here. So that means you can kind of know, well, I do have the free expansion, unless, because they were kind of going up in a narrow line, Metton came down this side. Although a lot of players don't like to hug the water line here because occasionally your units will drop into the water. And then that will make it so that they don't, they slow down, and so you lose some speed. So Metton's got enough here to deal with this. He's got the radar up too, so he probably sees it. This could be quite the coup here for Metton. Metton takes the engage, picks up 1 tank, 2 tanks, drops a flash, so 2-to-1 trade, more damage on the instigators. So victory to Metton. See now, very similar, even over here, except Metton's got the lead on the units on that side. Venom protecting with missile towers. It's one of those things where you say, okay, well, maybe you go up. Yeah, here he goes. He's getting in the water. He wants sea dominance quickly, it looks like. Unless he's coming up here to go hovers. Yep, he's going hovers. So, but if Metton protects here well enough, he gets a decent number of missile towers, a handful of hovers isn't going to break through. Byron, I actually don't know. Well, there's usually, at most of like 40 players playing Escalation ProTA online. The majority play like the Escalation team games. But it's really easy if you're on. You can find somebody to 1v1 with if you want to play something else. Yeah, Twilight. There've been guys playing Twilight too. Hey, Sensation. Hey, Alex. This is the semifinals right now. So I don't know if there's any PLU or CLF guys. I'm trying to think of who was PLU, and I get confused with like PL. Like the Polish clan. So Die Hat is still on. And Sawyer, I think, every now and then comes on to berate people. Or he'll play a metal game with him. So Turbo Metton here is activated. Yep, and he's got more. See, here you go. He's got more than enough missile towers here to cover here. He should be able to defend this. And they've got a narrow lane that they can come up. So he's going to lose a couple mexes. He's keeping the reinforcements going. And this is the problem here he's got to worry about. And he's able to get the flashes in too. So big gamble here. And Metton's actually already hover too. So gamble by Venom, I don't know if that really pays off. Because he lost his corner. Venom manages to slip by here on the right. He's trying to protect this con. I don't think he's going to be able to. Very close, very close. Oh my goodness, if he gets away with this. No, he does not. So, Metton keeping up the aggression. So, attacking in different places here. So this was really hardened. And Venom was able to figure that out pretty quick. So he's going in for the raid. Manages to sneak in here. So there's the gaps are in these. I guess you'd call them the armpits of the map here. Yep, free con. Most unfortunate for Metton. Sometimes you just don't see stuff until it's too late. So C-Con's taking over the C, but no corners for either player. Not enough units here, so Venom's attack right here will succeed. This attack does not succeed, though. So a decent number, like, he's going to be, these missile towers will thin the herd. War God doesn't play and Photon don't play, I know that. War God I haven't seen since 2007, I want to say, 2008 maybe. So nearly, nearly 20 years now. Metton counterattacking. Venom pretty hardened there. But this is the attack that's really where it's at. Completely pushes Venom out of the corner. And 3 missile towers and only a handful of units. This is enough flashes to just completely take down the start position. We may have activated Turbo Metton. Let's see if he's got it. He does not have his shoot all on. Well, there you go. Okay, maybe he does. Yep, there it goes. He's just running right through. He can completely wipe out this energy. He just needs to keep moving. Brutal attack here. He doesn't have the Geo up. He's missing these mexes right here. Big numbers here too. He can just send those guys straight in. Don't know if he realizes it. Venom's hover play does not seem to have worked out for him. Go, Metton, go. So you gotta root for the underdog. I mean, I'm an unbiased news bot. We got Masta in the chat as well. Good to see you, sir. He's got radar, he's got numbers. And his commander's cranking out more attack units on either flank. These guys are going to help. If Metton gets down there, he can still win. If he gets a couple of these up and then some, a single immolator. I'm a big fan of the immolator. So Metton not capping these C-Mexes is fast. Cleaning up the wreckage, though. Metton with a 2,000 metal lead right now. Slingers are quite nice against other hovers. If you got a big pack of them, think of it just since these guys are relatively weak. Venom going slashers on this side, trying to control. Metton pushes him out. These armpits are still kind of undefended here. He doesn't get these guys in here on time. He's might be able to get one of them down. Oh, this doesn't get done, but it's done enough. More flashes coming in on this side. He sees it. This attack kind of again going into the armpit. He's going to try and attack from this side, but Men's got plenty of missile towers over here. Again, just running by. Another pack of flashes. Get in line of sight so your own missile towers can shoot back is a good thing to do here. And Venom's numbers are just thinned. He needs to get that mix. He does not. No advance yet from either side. More land units here from Venom. C would be good, I think, especially since everybody's really heavily invested into hovers. Get yourself some searchers and take the C. At this point, yeah, Metton could simply just control the corners. He's got more cons, too. Oh, she is so ready for a nap. I don't know if you guys can hear her. Byron, that's just how they're playing. I think they should have Skeets and Crusaders, but they disagree. I think the person who discovers that they want here we go, that they want Skeets and Hovers are gonna be in better shape. So Venom, this will help him take the C, and that's really what he's gonna. I think if his road to victory is gonna be through the water at this point. And Go gets the con, cleaning up. He can get the factory right here potentially. I don't know if he realizes that. He's getting the con, and yep, and now he's going to be able to get the factory. Looks like he's going for the resources instead. Venom bringing the searchers down to try and lend the missile aid. Up. Yeah, I would have liked him to take down the factory there. It's always demoralizing to have your opening factory taken care of. No games for you, mister. Oh boy, you smell like poop. This news bot has produced organic material. So, this is the, oh, no, that's, thank you, child. We don't need to press the Windows button. All right. Metton going advanced, but another armpit attack here. He's doing the Turbo Metton Con thing. His commander needs to come degun, otherwise this advanced lab is just going to go down. There he goes. He picks up two of them. Plenty of flashes over here. He's going to try and take out that Geo. But Venom doesn't have the Geos done on his side. Yeah, you can see the Skeets are going to start working pretty good against these hovers. You see, Master, it's never too late. You just got to tell the wife that, look, it's really important for the kids to learn how to react, learn how to lose, so their dad needs to beat them at total annihilation constantly. No, let's not touch that one. Okay. As much as I'm enjoying this one, I do need to change this one's diaper. I may have to tag in my young newsbot to move the camera around. And as long as he stays on the action for you guys, he should be able to stay somewhat informed. Right now, Metton looks like he's got a pretty good lead. The only disadvantage he has, he's not C. And just being hover, I think, isn't going to be good enough. Yeah, Yeah, and I think... here we go. We have advanced from both parties here. Metton going way more cons. He's got some stumpies mixed in with this. They'll be able to take out the LLTs. Pretty big attack. He's got this one down here again. Venom just not in his corners at all. 63 to 57 on the resources. Let's see if he sees this con. Looks like he does. Or maybe not. Pyros are going to be able to, should be able to defend here. Yep, he gets the con. Up, okay. More E being wiped out. He should have his Geo up here, which, yeah, he does, which is going to help keep him protected. Plenty of missiles here, cleaning up those hovers. Again, you can kind of see hovers, they're not strong against missile towers, yep. This will nullify the searcher advantage, but again, Venom being C means he can get some enforcers out. But just he's in a tricky position here. And just slowly expanding down the side. You can see he's filling it with missile towers too, so there's no more armpit attack. Although this armpit is still open. Capping these mexes. No. I don't even know if he's got one advanced con here for the advanced radar, but he doesn't have any of the advanced mexes capped. At this point, if you're Metton, you're like, okay, he's gone advanced. What's the move? The other thing, too, is if you let him get advanced C, he's going to be able to really scale using carriers. So... I don't know if BPS works correctly for this kind of replay, so I tend to not have it up. And this con walks into a fiery death. You can see again here, I think this C is gonna, it's a decent attack, although with the Pels mixed in, Pels just dominate the Searchers. So you can see, here you go, Venom is shifting over, he wants the Searchers to fight the hovers and the hovers to fight the Pels, but it doesn't look like he has enough. He's got a decent sized attack. Metton does not have enough on this side to defend. And just here, this Moho just gets done. Geote is taken out. We got this counter attack right here. Now Metton's moved some flashes in. Might be able to help out. Completely cleans Venom off of his little, I don't know what you'd call this, the T. Pushing him out of the sea. Metton should be able to defend against this right here, even if he's pushed out of the corner. Venom bringing the hover con in. C-Lab destroyed. Takes out the C advantage and completely wipes this. Lots of resources to reclaim, and he's getting his air cons out to do it. So... it's just Metton's attacking in so many different places, it's probably hard to keep up with it all. There you go, you can see he's focused on trying to kill this extractor, but it's not quite hitting in the right spot. Or either that, these ones are protected. So he realizes it and he goes and take out the title. Venom struggling on energy right now, Metton not struggling, and here are the Dirty Birds. The Hawks have arrived for Team Finland. That's correct, Sensation. I actually just think Rock doesn't know how to use this headset, or it could be one of those things where he says, "Oh, I don't want to use the headset," but you know he doesn't like the sound of his own voice, or doesn't want other people to hear it, and you know he's in Gibraltar, so he might you know think he's Spanish. And that could be embarrassing too, right? Rock's great, so. Yeah, Sensation will sometimes hop on and give us a good game or two. Master, the Galactic War has returned. I don't know if you've been paying attention to the channel too. So if you want to relive the glory days, if you can convince your missus that, like I said, the kids need to defeat you at strategy games, otherwise they're just not going to develop mentally enough. Metton looks like he's accessing here. We have us quite the game here. Metton with a pretty strong lead, but you can never, ever count Mr. Venom out. Doing lots of reclaiming. Still low in the energy department, though. He's making a push up this side, and this is going to kind of change the shape of the map here. You see Venom just kind of evening the score. Venom, Metton investing so much into Hawks and other sorts of things has left him a little wanting in the unit department. And there you go. Now he's getting the Z's out. Okay, I have more tiers. I'm going to need to, this before this is over, go see what's going on, and then I'm going to probably have to take a quick break here to initiate a nap time. These Gators, not enough to deal with this side. We got plenty of defense on this side. Metton looking pretty well in control of the situation here. This is another change, ProTA. The Gimps no longer are under the water and useless. They actually are above the water and can do things. So that was really the solution we came up with. We're like, look, there's really no way to even this to make Core and Arm even and not either nerf the Pels a ton or give Core essentially the same ability. Metton says moved all. Looks like he made a mistake. So, and he's looks like he's now back in charge. I think he lost a bunch of air cons in that little accidental move all. Yep, okay, they're back here, and he's advanced C now. Heavy duty defenses here. We got these defenses here. The Hawks should be able to clean them out. This lab is jammed. See how long it takes Metton to notice. Yeah, he did move all. Oof. That's one of the things he could ask to reset. Hopefully he doesn't give up because of the result to move all here, because he definitely has the game. That can be frustrating because you're like, oh great, now what do I do? There you go. He's got the lab unclogged. He's re-guarding his Hawk facility. He's not accessing. Venom, is Venom catching up here in the resource run? Getting Mohos down and still reclaiming like crazy. Lots of heavy laser towers. Cons coming in to take over. These cons are marching to their death. He doesn't realize it. There you go, Commander hosing out some additional resources. Big attack force. Venom does not have enough to defend against this. Sensation, I don't think there actually is a link to the brackets. That's something we can ask Axel if they can make them external. So to get to this point, Meals Solutions and I played each other, and I lost. So Meals played Rock, and Rock defeated Meals, and so therefore Rock moves on to the finals. And Redox played a new guy, so welcome if you see him. I'm forgetting his name right now off the top of my head, but Australian fellow was kind enough to hop on and throw his hat into the ring. So Redox beat him. Metton beat Tasto to get in. to where we're at right now. So good games here. He brought these cons back up. This big attack, so yeah, this is in here, and we'll see if he brings in the Hawks to solve that problem. He's probably going to go Millennium with that second advanced shipyard. Venom has his own Vamps up, though. That noise is going to summon Metton's Hawks, though. He just needs says not to group up incorrectly. Yeah, he's got a con down here. Continuing the attack, these Zeus are going to be a lot of problem. Venom does not have enough to defend. He's got all these Mohos up here, though, but you can see, and Metton does not. He's just got his in the back. Working on a fusion, working on Mohos, working on tons of resources. We may be witnessing the start of Turbo Metton. Metton spending a decent amount of time down here focusing on this. This can get dangerous if too many of those carriers hover over your commander. And Metton has been known to be careless with his comms sometimes. Bringing over his reserves. More jammed labs from Turbo Metton. Cans are the counter to the Zeus here, with the help of the Vamps, as long as you can keep them alive. Metton's not moving in to try and kill Venom's Vamps either. Goes in there, but you can see missile towers. Yeah. Nice little UC by Venom here. Alright, we'll see if Metton goes back here and gets unidles himself. Big lead. Some advanced bombers would be good for Mr. Metton as well. And he's not using Farks too to get his Hawks up. So Venom's going to be able to outproduce if he commits all into those. As you can see now, he's very unlucky. Loses a whole batch of it. I was going to say he's got the numbers. He no longer has the numbers. All right, and he is building some Conquerors. I think he needs some Searchers. Yeah, hey, Cloak Figure. Yes, I didn't cast your game because I was playing at the same time you were, but very happy to have you. So if you join us next week, we can try and catch you too. And I think we're going to try and do it at the same time. Next week is Mother's Day, so I'm not going to be playing. That's the one thing about next week's ONO is like, okay, maybe we should reschedule it, because as much as I do love a good game of Total Annihilation, and my mother herself played Total Annihilation, I don't think I could convince her that she wants to spend her Mother's Day playing Total Annihilation. And also the wife and mother of my children, I know she doesn't play Total Annihilation, and so therefore it would be a really, really hard sell. Hey, my dear, happy Mother's Day. I've got to play a tournament. So, all right. Well, these guys are cooking. I'm going to turn it over here to a young newsbot. We'll say newsbot 32, and he's going to move the camera around and do his best to stay on the action while I go and change a poopy diaper and put one of the other newsbots down for nap. So. Yeah, that's true. It's a Mother's Day tournament. Only if you love your mother will you will you be playing TA. All right, guys. I'll be back in hopefully just about 10 minutes or so. Try and follow the action. And if the game ends, just you can leave it on the resource screen. You can use this right here. Use the arrows to move things around. Yep, there you go. You'll hear noises. So there, he's just trying to play this. Okay. Okay, it's not broken. Well, yes, yeah, the toy's not broken. There's no fixing find Lexi's little bit
I screened off of.
Okay. All right, ready?
I can't tell where everything is. All the noise now is coming.
I agree, Sens. There we go. Okay, so it looks like we have one big push here going right up the middle. He needs the, oh, yeah, look at that. A lot happened while I was away here. So you have to tell me how the young newsbot did. If you did a good job displaying the action. The ships coming in here are going to be pretty key. Really, these hovers and pels are just providing the line of sight for these guys to do all the work. He's got Farks now on his air lab. Lots of Hawks. Tons of Zeus. 2, 3, 4, 5 Conquerors, which look to be all in good health with plenty of kills. So doing a good job of their shore shelling. These work pretty well, metal for metal, against Tox. And yep, there goes the Vamps. Destroyed. Giant army of Zeus on its way down. This has been wiped out. It's 240 to 180 right now. So I don't see a nuke or any kind of game ender here from Venom. That would be the thing, is if he can get a nuke and drop it right there, it'll change the game significantly.
Mark and Bella are playing at Mark's house.
Yep. There you go. Lots of. Yo, Venom took it back off screen and over.
Yeah, off screen and over, and then I missed it.
Oh, you missed it? That's okay. This is a massive force of Z's. And here comes the air support from Metton. He's just sending scouts in here. These guys, with the assistance of the scouts, be able to shell all this stuff out. I don't know what Venom's energy situation is like here. He's got a whole bunch of winds keeping him afloat. Subs here from Venom. That's not a bad idea if you can sneak in. Find the comm. See, that's kind of his thought process right now, is need to find comm, kill comm. Unfortunately, these guys are they're gonna intercept. Now that he's in this part of the bay, they're gonna intercept any sub attack. So here's the subs. He's flak right here, thinning out the herd, although the Zeus will take care of that. He could attack from both sides simultaneously. Yep, you can see he's constantly streaming advanced air, or scouts in, and this appears to be the end of Mr. Vomon, Venom. Sees the comm. I don't know if he'll actually go for it here. Nope, he's taking down the labs. Going for the safe play. You are correct, Mr. Chris Plays. Mr. Chris Plays Games. Then I'm running to the other side of the water. All right, now we got to root. I got to root for Mr. Turbo Metton here to beat Rock. Oh no, he's losing. So yeah, you get too close to the Crusaders here. I mean, to the Conquerors. So he's taking on all the labs. Venom's just in the water at this point. Here you go. This is if this works. He's got them on hold fire. He's headed. Let's see. Did Metton move his commander? Where is it? Okay, it's right here. Right there. He's walking away. So I think he sees these. I think he does. Yeah, he does. He's sending it. So close. I think he might just self-destruct one of these. Yeah, that was actually a little nerve-wracking. There you go. He self-destructs one of those, takes out one of the subs. A single sub remains. Oh, fun. And there we go. He's just, at this point, once this sub goes down, all his hope of victory are lost. That's that. He's down to a single commander. Good game, guys. Excellent game. Turbo Metton appeared. 1K back when I began. Indeed. He says GG and he self-destructs at that point. Well, there you go. Metton versus Rock in the final. We'll go ahead and, what time is it? Yeah, you know what? I'll be bad. I'll cast it. Why not, right? Oh, it's on claustrophobia? Oh, no. Metton was decent at that one. Claustrophobia is such a click fest. Alrighty. So we go, for those who are wondering, here is the bracket right now. We have... So yeah, this is where it all started. Oh yeah, Timmy Fred played Alpenwolf. And then Rock played Timmy Fred. Rock was able to claim victory on Mounds of Mars, and then Rock went to Mr. Meal Solutions. So we'll see. Hopefully Rock didn't go to bed, because he has a tendency to do that sometimes. Nope, looks like he's still up. He wants that gold. That's what he's going for. Okay, and Rock joined it. So we have the final. You know, I gotta say good luck and have fun to both. However, we're rooting for Turbo Metton here. Rock's already got a gold medal. Yeah, Rock's already got a gold medal. You know, let's spread it out. Spread out the wealth a little bit here. If you do play in a tournament and you win a medal, you can then display it. So you go here, you say, I would like to show my tournament medal. And then you will now have the badge so people can know that I'm, in fact, the tourney first wizard. But I'm going to set back to my GW rank. There we go. And once that game starts... Oh, looks like we got a 5-minute delay here. So that means I got to find 5 minutes. This is where I should have taken the break to go change a young news bot. I guess you call it the wiping a news butt, I suppose. Haha. It's funny. I get her diaper and get her on the table. And then, I'm like, yeah, it's very poopy. And she goes, juicy. Like, yes, I suppose you could say it's juicy.
Lately, she has been saying yucky poop.
Yeah, she says yucky poop, but this time she said poop, and then she's like, juicy. So I go, okay. From the mouth of babes comes many a true thing. So, I wonder if Metton hosted it here. We'll have to scold him for setting the delay. Okay, and yeah, the cast will be available later. Yeah.
Did Elias head over?
Yeah, I think Elias set it out. Yeah. Oh man, yeah, we gotta let the things. Oh yeah, here's your Galactic War update. Core is really pushing. For those who are following it, I know I'm behind. Like I'm still casting Draco Fluctus, so I'm gonna catch up with that as soon as I can. We'll get some of the more latest ones here. But yeah, the ranks have all changed. We've got a lot of promotions that have happened, and some wins, some big wins from people who have previously been on the channel that you've seen. And so you get to see kind of just the development of the metal. Yeah, Star Value picked up a planet. So Core overall is making the big pushes here. So we will see how that continues. So all right, let's just see where we're at here. We got to wait two more minutes here. Let's see if I can. Oh, I can chat. What do you know? It says Redox is number 1. What does that mean? It says he has 75 EXP. And Byron, you have 75 EXP. I don't know what any of this stuff means. I don't know, Redox, I don't know how you get more XP to become more than number 1. To solidify your number 1 place. I'll have to look. It says top fans. Yeah, I don't know. This is a new YouTube what do you call it? Engagement farming. Giving you little trinkets and privileges for being the most engaged person on any given channel. So. Alrighty. Oh, X is on too. Cool. The Escalation tournament happens on Saturday, for those of you curious. There hasn't been one yet, but it is automatically scheduled. They just need enough people to get together and play it. And if I'm around, I'll do it. Next weekend for me, Saturdays are I'm almost never around. But if I am, I'll hop in it and cast it as well. I will do very poorly, but I just think it's great to just get the participation going. The more people who are in it, losing out of the first round doesn't cost me anything other than 15 minutes of my time. So, all right, here we go. We're going to go ahead and watch Rock versus Metton. Doesn't let me change my color. No. Okay. Here we go. Yeah, Chris, if you know how it works, you got to tell me because I have no idea. If I give a like or something. I'm sorry. Oh, Mr. Venom has arrived in chat. I am sorry for your loss, sir. However, we are rooting for Turbo Metton. I did root for him in the last game because he was the underdog. So you have to forgive me. It was, in fact, my cheerleading that led him to the victory. Or the fact that you went hover, I think, too early and didn't have enough land units. That is my suspicion. I'd have to watch it back to really to figure out where it was. But yeah, the hover didn't pay off nearly as well. It's too expensive for what you got out of it. So here we go. Rock got pretty good at this one because this one was in the 2v2 tournament. And Metton played it really well, too. He can go turbo on this one, and he may. You can see it is very, very tight. Mr. Meal Solution recently put out an energy version of this where it is energy nodes, and I like it better than this. It's still a lot of clicking and a lot of work, but like it plays a little slower. It doesn't like heat up as insanely fast as this. Very unfortunate there from Metton there. That's a weird walk that he's going on there. He's going to attempt, and Rock is going to attempt to give Metton fleas, and the other way around too. So there will be some fleas disease. Yeah, they're nerfed by lack of sleep. Yeah, how late is it over there right now? It's got to be 10 o'clock, I think, for Metton, 10 or 11 on a Sunday night. So they'll be waking up to work, knowing that their medals on Total Annihilation Forever are worth the poor work performance for one day. Very similar build, 1 con out, 1, 2, 3, 4 solars, 4 solars, single con out. So it looks to be about the same. You don't want to excess the metal. Rock going to a 5th solar. Wind is 0 to 18. So decent, but because of the amount of real estate you have here, you don't really have the space to spread out and get a ton of wins until you start cleaning up the mess that's around your base. 2 to 2. They earn XP by chatting, sending super chats, using stickers, giving gifts, and watching for extended periods. Okay, so it's like, yeah, whoever your biggest fan is, essentially. I get it. That's what it's supposed to show. Yeah, so he'd be, for my channel, you could just send a super chat for 1 cent, and then you'll become the biggest super fan. Until somebody sends the 2 cents.
Is Noah said he's free?
Noah is at work. Noah's from work.
Right, at Noah's house?
Yeah.
Oh, the sword among the 70 XP. Okay, yeah. But wait, what if I like one of your chats? Does that like give you more experience? So I could like Redox more than you, Chris, and then I could become more. He could become more, more experienced. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4 cons to 1, 2, 3. Am I missing one? Rock is at, no, he's at 4 too. Yeah, so very even metal storage. No metal storage here for Metton, so he might have excess some of this metal that he's putting in. 2 factories down, both K-bot. No, $2 is entirely too much money. Now you are the king. Let's see. Hold on. I'm gonna hit like on it too. Hold on. I got to do this. Sorry, blocking the game so I can screw around with this. Nope. Never mind. It's not letting me even hit like. Okay. This is supposed to be a desert cloak figure. It is a hard map to play because of the sheer amount of clicking it takes. You can see that they're both putting out a ton of construction units. So there's going to be a little bit of raiding back and forth, but the objective is to collect as much metal and spend it as fast as possible. Thank you for the $2, though. I appreciate it. Here we go. So Metton's going fast advance, which tends to be the meta on this, I think, if I'm remembering back in the day. Rock staying T1, putting multiple cons on that, getting more flashes. And Metton's just going cons. So Rock's going to be... This is where it can pay off. If Rock can take his unit advantage that he's building here and turn that into dead cons, before Metton can turn his con advantage and turn that into lots of deadly units, then it's going to go to Rock. So they both kind of diverged at this point, and we're going to see which one pays off. Move so chat's bottom. Okay, so I got to move res bars to top right. Okay, I'll do that right there. There we go. See, this is the fun thing about like not being in the tournament. I can pay attention to the chat rather than panicking and clicking very fast. So There you go. Metton cleans that out, and I think Rock's attack is going to get there too late. So is he switching? He's going air, so that's going to allow him to reclaim faster. Metton is already advanced. Rock is not. So we are 6 minutes in. Metton with the advance down and building these. Now he's not capping the mexes. I prefer to see these capped. So Rock is going to get, you know, just a steady income, even though you think you don't need it. Metton ahead though, 1,000 metal, and that's just because he went more cons. Metton's got the radar up here. Try and see. See, I'm used to it being in the bottom right, and I'm gonna have to get used to. See there. So he doesn't see this little one right here, but he's got these guys on radar. Yeah, these rocks are 50 to 150, I want to say. Nice little run by Metton there. Rock's got more units up here, again, because he went a few more units earlier. Warrior's coming out. And he's got the advanced radar up, too. I don't think Rock has his up. So just information is ammunition, as we learned from the Battletech cards. Rock might be able to pick up a con here, depending on how well Metton defends it. Warriors, more damage, more armor, more everything. Defending the con over here really well. And nicely done by Metton there. It probably took a lot of time though, so if Rock was building while trying to do that, then it's going to help him out. So for those just joining us, we are in the ONO tournament, the one-night-only tournament on Total Annihilation Forever. We are in the finals with where we have Rock versus Metton. Then trying to get an HLT down. These units are kind of out of position here. There you go. He's bringing them back in. If he can keep the warriors close to these cons, he might be able to get this done without losing them. And looks like he's going to get away with it. Only one con goes down. The HLT continues under construction. Little raid coming in right here. Not the best avenue. I don't know if he sees this down here. He wants to get that con if he does. There you go. He sees it. He's going to get the con and the mechs. Metton on fire today. Defends his cons and... Oh, just kidding. Now it goes down. I spoke too soon. He's picking up another con, though, right there. Rock's air is going to come in handy, though. There you go, Metton going air himself. This is the one thing here. Metton, he needs these. He needs to cap them. Right now, his metal... All his metal production is coming just from his cons. So... This map is called Claustrophobia, if you can't tell why. Very, very squeezy tight spaces here. The res bars are going to be jumping all over the place on this. You can see Rock has now gone ahead, and I think that's just this, right here. Just having these capped, so I think that is very costly to Metton. There you go. Now he's capping these with Mohos. As long as he can build them up quickly, he'll be able to get himself back into this, but he had the lead there, and I think just by not building enough metal extractors, he might have cost him it. So let's see if he gets this advanced. He may not. Rock looks like it might get away. Overall, here's the position here. This map can easily go into the late game. Both of them completely out of metal right now. Doing it reclaim. Rock with the air cons, though, is going to be reclaiming a lot faster. Big warrior group right there. Rock with Zeus. Moving straight into that, I think, again, when you have tons of metal, that's the right move. He's building a fusion, too. Already moving into that late game thought. So, Metton, no fusions, just solars. That's a lot of metal right now to sink into this. But because it is so claustrophobic, it's hard for units to cross the map and actually get in there and punish something like that, like investing 5,000 metal into a solar. I mean, into a fusion. Potentially too early in the game. There you go, Metton. Got a moho up. You're starting to cap all the rest of them. Now, there is something to be said that say, like, okay, well, I'm not going to cap these because I'm just going to come back in later. And that way I can shift-click and just click a whole bunch of mohos. That is an option. Metton getting his aircon out to pick up the mess. Again, just tons of construction units. You can see both of them out of this starting factory have been building nothing but construction units. Another advanced for units. I'm just trying to see who's kind of got more cleaned up right here, and it looks to me like Metton is ahead on the cleanup and the cleaning. And so the fact that Rock is ahead on metal is just due to him having his metal extractors capped. Zeus coming in here. Now this is enough that Zeus is going to lose. There we go. That goes down. But you can see 2 warriors down. He's just kind of crowded in there. The rec fields too will jam things up. No DTs around this. See Rock building some missile towers up, air defense. No thing here, nothing of the same from Metton. Okay, no, he's starting to build his. Both vulnerable to an advanced airstrike or brawlers at this point. Bad news for Metton here to lose these guys. They're automatically coming over there, I think, from the factory. Metton still 2k deficit, very even overall. This fusion is soon going to be done though, and that's going to give Rock a lot more of that kind of base production. 1, 2, 3, 4 mohos from Metton. There you go. The fusion's down versus 1, 2, 1 from Rock. 2 that are up and running right now. Going advanced air. And that's the thing you can do, is if you get a dozen brawlers early, you can pop in and say hello to a commander. And then you get to go to bed earlier too, rather than playing this out to the super late endgame. We'll see what Metton decides he wants to crank out here, either units or Farks. Most likely Farks is my guess. Rock coming in, trying to clean up these cons. Rock, you can see he's just sending them away. They're climbing in the corner. Missile towers and this will be enough to defend, so we'll see if Metton realizes it here. He's going to get another con. Building HLTs. Now he's got Dragon's Teeth around that one. Missile towers. He's going to be pretty dug in. Coming right down the gut now. Takes out that moho under construction. I'm using these guys just to guard these rocks. And you see Metton sending them in here to reclaim. Lots of wrecks here too to pick up. No fusion. Just solars here from Metton. You can see the energy. Rock is ahead by about 2,000. So Metton's fueling himself, keeping even entirely on Rock Reclaim. whereas Rock's doing better with metal extractors. He does not have a Moho metal maker though, so he's accessing a ton of that metal, of that energy. These look like they're missing, but that HLT was hitting. Rock now running right up the middle. Metton does not have enough in the neighborhood to block it. But if he keeps going this way, he's going to run right into an HLT. And he does. HLT does a lot of good work here on those. Boom. Takes it down. Yeah, Rock needed to shift direction upwards here. He would have actually gotten more for that. As it stands, though, he really didn't get much. That HLT did a bunch of work. 7 kills. Soon to be 8. Again, I like this, just trying to control the territory. The other thing, there's so much clicking on this map. Like, at this point in the tournament, I'd be so tired. Zeus. This Sentinel's in decent shape right now, taking down those warriors. Rock now kind of on the attack. Metton takes down an aircon. This is all reclaimed now. Now Rock's being cheeky, just dropping a missile tower. Rock says cloak. He might be marking a cloak fusion. Is that what he's doing? Yeah, he might have been marking a fusion, but that fusion is no longer there. So plenty of Mohos here in Team Metton. Lots of wrecks now. If he doesn't just reclaim this missile tower, he's going to lose all his aircons over here. Or send these flashes up to kill it. Lots of heavy lasers, giant heavy laser battery here. Completely stopping Rock in his tracks. Rock stalling. Metton looks like he's not, though. Metton now 1,000 in the lead. Little things like this are going to win Rock the game if Metton's not too careful. The fact that, oh look, there's a missile tower. It's killing all my units one at a time. There you go. He's going to clean it out. This is now safely under his control. He just needs an advanced con in here to cap those Mohos. Advanced air going bomber. And Rock is doing the same. Rock wants this. This needs to all be destroyed. Metton wants that. So that's the things that they'll be going for. So Rock's using that fusion primarily for energy. We're still relying on the reclaim. So he's not doing... What I mean by that is he's not built a metal maker. Yeah, laser towers are very... Sentinels are... And gat guns are very satisfying sound. It's a good job by Cave Dog on that one. I know some of them they grab from like a sound library. So every now and then you'll be listening to something and you'll hear like a Big Bertha shot. I don't remember someone who pointed that out to me, that was just like a sound that they grabbed from some kind of sound library. And now every now it's like music sound effects or just, movie or game sound effects. You'll hear a Big Bertha shot. You'll be like, oh, there's a Big Bertha if you played TA for any amount. Here he comes with the scouts. The bombers are going to be coming in shortly thereafter. He's only got this row of missile towers. And the comm is marked. Oh, move, Metton, move, move, move. Move, move. That's too much. He sees it, and the last one misses. Oh my gosh. Oh my word. Wow. That was almost catastrophic. He's going in now. He's going to try and go for the kill. bombs out that right there. He doesn't mark this fusion, though. So now Rock's going to have the advantage here because he's going to have that air pressure. If Metton is unable to bomb him back, he does have his own set of advanced bombers, but he doesn't have the scouts to go find out what he needs to bomb. Yeah, Cloak, I don't know where you could find him. He needs missile towers and flak out front, and that's where you can see what he's doing here. He's getting the flak up. I think he's got his commander repaired. No, he doesn't. This is another Mettonism. His comm will take a big hit, and he just won't fix it. He needs to cloak him or do something. More bombers coming in. Flax. Clack, says Rock. Clack. That's the clack. Metton's Zeus now coming in. Rock spending a lot of time bombing, so I don't know if he's been able to keep his economy up and running. You're working on a second fusion at this point. Still plenty of reclaim, though, and not as much doing the reclaiming as Metton has been doing. Aircon's still working here, and I don't see nearly as many cons working to pick up metal for Rock, so... Metton's got the advantage, I think. But he needs to solve this bomber problem. I got my heart rate going there. Bombers. Rock will most likely bomb that clack. You see, he's getting pretty well dug in HLTs, so Metton does need to switch to air and eco strategy here. Needs just to shift click and cap all those mohos. Just need a couple cons to do it. Like that one. The clack is done. At this point, since Rock knows where it is, just build a fortification walls around it. And Rock is building a nuke. See, Rock's thinking kind of more strategically here, more long-term, whereas Metton is just building. And I'm concerned that that's gonna be very costly for Metton here, because we're rooting for him. We want parity in our gold medal distribution. Another group of bombers here. He's probably going to go for the clack. By having all these solars, this means that even if the clack does go down, Metton will be okay energy-wise. And the guns are silent. Yeah, that's correct, Chris. If he hadn't dodged those last bit of bombs there, he would have died. Here come the bombers. See, he's going to try and take out the AA first. He doesn't want to lose on it. If there's no flak, he does not get the clack. But he does take out 2 labs, and that's going to slow down the unit production, especially at a pretty key time. Did he bomb the HLT? He did not. So there's still a Dragon's Tooth HLT over there. And Metton, again, just kind of doing a better job in general of cleaning up the rocks. Here we go. Rock's starting to take advantage of these over here. Metton building bombers, and he's actually got some scouts here. Rock's comm is available, so we could see a reverse comm destruction here. Decent number of units. I think Metton's going to be able to survive this, no problem. And he does. Nice little wreck field for Metton. Incoming bombers again. Looks like Rock sent those out of turn. It might cost him 1. The bombers are super expensive. We can see here. We got 209 metal with 768 metal. So, or energy. Very energy intensive to get the bombers. Looks like Metton's bombing is coming in. Let's see if he spies the comm. Way more AA. Sees that one, takes out that. I think he's spread out a little too much here. He sees the nuke. Turns to hit it. Only gets one bomb, but doesn't get the lab. Gets that advanced lab, but not this one. That's how I mark nukes too. I just hit a dot and hit the ends. Now he has enough air production here. He should be able to get enough bombers to kill that nuke from flying in off this side right here. Off screening, he's the most likely going for the clack. I'm going to keep calling it that until it's dead. But Metton is prepared. He's got some flak over here. Rock coming on this side, takes out that lab. All the bombers have evaporated. Gets some moho too. New cloaked fusion right there that Rock doesn't see. 2 fusions here for Rock. Comm is just sitting here. Brawlers. Still anybody's game at this point. I feel like Metton's got a bit of an edge. And I don't see him building an anti-nuke, though. So I think he's going to rely on the bomber. Because if this nuke fires, he's not going to be able to... Like, at this point, it might be too late even to try and build an anti. So he's flying in. And if the comm, if he hasn't repaired his comm yet... No, okay, it is. It's repaired. Alright, then that means he'll survive unless the nuke lands right on his head. Going to bomb this lab. Does the trick. This is enough bombers. Although, yeah, this is enough bombers to take out that if he comes in off the side. You can see Rock building flak around it. He intends to keep that nuke alive. Yep, I'm still not seeing an anti. Yeah, it feels kind of like Rock's focusing on like Rock's focusing on winning the game and Metton's focusing on building, which can win you the game. But Rock taking much more strategic choices here. Just really focusing on constant streaming of bombers. Going off screen. If he spies the comm, he'll probably take a shot at him. I don't know what he saw there. Survives. Yeah, but again, by keeping the pressure with the bombers, Metton doesn't seem to be focusing on getting his anti-nuke up. So we're going to see this fire soon. He's building a nuke of his own. Still no anti. Rock's probably scouting here. He really wants to find an anti if there is one. Incoming bombers again. Nuke. Right over all the flak here. Bombers still get in, take out one target. That's it. Metton ahead, but only by 4K. And again, like I said, Rock's kind of got the strategic options going here. And Rock's taken over this side of the map. Metton looks like he's currently stalling. Having trouble just keeping up the destruction from the bombers. Yeah, it looks like his plan is he's going to rely on his bombers to take out the nuke before it fires. I think advanced radar targeting is super important on this map too, especially when things start to get into this territory. Plays a lot like a metal map, or you know, it is a high-level reclaim map. Except it's a lot harder than like the city maps because you don't reclaim in giant chunks. You reclaim. It's bombing some units. Big Bertha. He didn't see this nuke. He does mark the BB. And I don't know if he'll just fire the nuke on the BB or what his plan is there. That's only a handful of bombers. Oh no, there's more off screen. There he goes. Okay, so he's going to go for the nuke. Looks like he has 6 bombers. Should be enough. The problem is coming from this angle, these are going to protect it. So I don't know if he's going to be able to get it here, depending on how he bombs. It's pretty critical, though. You can see this is where he's at right now. Nope, okay. Yeah, they're all grouped up, too. So he's heavily relying on the fact that he's going to be able to swing in and get it from this angle. And he's going right over some flax. What is he doing? Oh, no. Why did he do that? He went for the lab instead of the nuke. Unless he's got an anti-up that I don't know about. I don't see one. Rock now running right up the middle, focusing on bombing. All the flax are down now because of the Zeus walking in. And that's the thing, is killing the labs. The Metton wasn't able to keep up with the unit production. Metton's nuke is done. And he's bringing out his comm to do some degunning, which is definitely frightening at this point. Rock, he has not taken out the clack, no. I think the clack is still alive. I imagine we'll see a nuke fire at that commander, potentially. We can double check the state of the clack. The clack is still here. He did take out the Nuek, though. The Nuek is gone. You want to know why Rock doesn't join us on voice? This is why. Like, what did you say, Rock? He's protecting it, so Metton's counting on his nuke. I mean, it's possible. Oh, okay, there it goes. There, the nuke lands. But his nuke is still alive. So a bunch of labs got taken out, a bunch of cons, but I can't say that was the best use of it. The commander is fine. And now the game has definitely shifted into Rock's favor. Much to the chagrin of all of us who want Metton to win a gold. More advanced bombers. Just relentless bombing, though, from Metton here. I so want him to come on screen here with a dozen brawlers. That's what I want. Brawlers, Metton brawlers. I'm telling you, we do not see enough fake comms in these games. That's just too many bombers for Metton to deal with at this point. You might be wondering, why is he building these? This is a nano frame, so he's using this to protect his nuclear warhead. Again, in a Metton situation right here, when you're like, okay, well, he's basically got me dead to rights. Brawlers. I have snuck several wins by building rapiers at the right time. He's going to bomb this air lab right here, but miss the Nuek. Does not go for the comm there. Now, this is not a Nuek, it's a 3 nuke. Sounds like the game has ended, and it will likely go in Rock's favor here, considering how the pressure is going. It's entirely too much pressure. HLT batteries. Both sides absolutely shredding the Zeus. Still no anti from Metton. I'm very surprised on that. Rock hasn't been scouting over here, so this is the thing, is like, oh, he's not scouting. Drop the anti where you don't see him scouting, and then when his nuke comes, you'll be able to protect it. Second one comes in, the 3 nuke is gone. You didn't kill it. He says, WTF, you didn't kill his nuke, man. His nuke is still alive. More absolutely oppressive bombing. Metton basically needs... He might want to try and bomb the nuke, but he needs to bomb the comm. That's what he needs at this point. Heavily armored Zeus. Oh, get him, get him, get him. Rock sees it, he starts to run. I don't know if Metton saw the comm there. Oh man, if he just predicts it. He's looking right over here right now. He's flying in to take the nuke out from this side. And down goes the nuke. Alright. Lots of flak over here. So 2 nukes hit. Byron, I when I do the recording, when I'm streaming, I tend to keep shake on. And even when I play, I keep shake on because for me, it's information about stuff that's happening. Like I see, sometimes I'll miss things and I'll see the shake and be like, oh, I need to go pay attention to what happened. Like when that nuke landed, it was the shake that let me know that, oh, I gotta go take a look at it. So. Bombers using their lasers to kill, and bombs to kill the flashes. Not the best use of Rock's time, but... Metton is in the process of rebuilding here. He's building a nuke. I don't see him building an anti. I don't know if Rock has a second one up. You can see he's got tons of fusions, mohos. At this point, Rock's economy is kind of shifted into the next gear, while Metton is still on the reclaim economy. At this point, Metton's just going to have no factories left at all. Rock marks comm. I don't see it. We can go find it this way. Oh, there he is. So he's on the front lines. He is doing battle, it seems. I don't know if Metton realizes his comm's hanging out there, because he came up to D-gun at some point, but... Rock taking out the flackers. He might die to stumpies here. And yep, it looks like it will be a slow, painful death via stumpies because he's not paying attention. There you go, he sees it. And one more stumpy shot, and down he goes. Boom. Good game, guys. Rock is victorious. The Clack did survive the entire game, though, so... Let's see if we can get the resources to come up here. And then we'll take a look at the brackets, and then we will wrap up our day here. I actually have to head into the winery to work on some wine, too, so... Oh, I missed my chance to reject, so it's not gonna... We'll just have to trust that Rock outproduced Metton. Oh, I could have done a dot total, sorry. Here we go. So we'll go ahead and take a look at the tournaments. So now you can see Rock has collected yet another gold. Added them to his stack. 2 tournaments played, 2 golds won. And I got my lovely cookie. Look at that. Look at me. So proud. Mr. Meal Solution grabs another bronze. Metton grabs a silver for his performance today, and Venom grabs his first bronze. So take a look at the brackets here. You can see, here we go, completed tournament. Lovely, and yeah, it looks like all games got played too. That's fantastic. So worked out really well here. Yeah, so I'm probably not going to go back and cast any of these, but you can go ahead and search for the game name, ONO tournament, and you should be able to find them right here. This is the replays tab, so you can see it'll say ONO weekly 1v1. You can search, and you'll see, ProTA number 3, and you can find the games, and so you can watch any of the games that you perhaps missed here and you want to check them out. Album Wolf versus Timmy Fred. We didn't get to see Timmy play at all, even though he picked up a win there. And then Rock versus Timmy. You already got to see me get absolutely crushed, but if you wanted to see how Redox and Venom shook out, you can check that one out too. So congrats to Rock. Well played, Metton. Big upset here, taking out Mr. Venom. And very, very sad that you weren't able to drive it home there. Rock claiming victory. So thanks so much. Thanks everyone here for chatting. Next cast, I actually have no idea. I know next week, because of Mother's Day, I'm not going to be doing the tournament. And it's all just going to kind of be when it happens. We have the ability now to set up, create a tournament down here, so I can do an ONO tournament. And if I do that, I'll try and do it at a time where I can cast and talk. Oh, yeah, you can come to the... Oh, that's right. Thanks, Venom. So you can click here. Yeah, you can hit View Replays. So if you want to say, oh, I want to watch Timmy Fred versus Wolf, you can click View Replays, and it comes right up. Really easy user interface. So even if you don't want to play, you just want to come on and check it out and watch the games, you can come here so we can see Redox versus Cloak. Cloak Figure, you hit 9 minutes here, so it wasn't a total stomp. Yeah, the clack and the new ek, that is correct. So really easy just to see what this says right here, the TBD. This means they got to buy. So I got to buy into the next round. Meal's got to buy because we had 10 people, so it has to even out the brackets that way. So Timmy and Alpin and Redux and Cloaked Figure had to, or maybe he's a clacked figure now, had to step in that way. So yeah, so next one, I can't tell you exactly when, and I'll do my best. Maybe the tournament after next weekend I'll be able to be on and do that tournament. But if you are, free on Mother's Day and you can want to play next weekend, you can, or the one after that might be a little more popped. Yeah, Redox versus Clacked Figure, correct. So love it. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and sign off, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me today. And of course, the new. Oh yeah, I gotta take a look at the stats here, the top fans. So yes, that's right, Chris Plays. You are in fact number one. Although it says Redox and Bayern are now up to 125, and Cloak Figure all up to 125 EXP. Here, this is what it looks like on my side, so you guys see. Like, ta-da! Oh yay! Like, what am I supposed to do with this? So, can I even do a here? Can I even? No, I can't even be like, oh, you did great. I can. What happens if I? No, it's just me doing that. Yeah. See, this is the things that I don't know about being a YouTube creator. All right, everybody. Thanks for putting up with me. Take care, everybody. Bye bye.